Hello, in this video I'm going to help you fix your two-handed backhand and give you some tips. The first thing I would say to you is the grip, how you hold the racket to actually hit the two-handed backhand. And the first thing I would say is to imagine you shake hands to the racket and then this grip, like a continental grip, like the hammer grip, and then you just put your hand behind and you close this grip here. So continental grip, and then you just go behind, natural, and then you hold it, and then this is the normal backhand grip. This is the grip I recommend. I see all the beginners that practice with me, they have lots of success with this backhand, and usually I do the backhand after the forehand, so they already know how to move, so it's way easier to go to the backhand. That's why I also don't talk as much as I think I need, because this actually it's easier, because once you know how to move, then hitting is much easier. And one other thing about the moving is that I recommend always to hit in close stance. So every time you go for the backhand, you need to go close stance. Even if he's too much there, I recommend always sometimes going too much close and then play in the beginning of your journey instead of going with close stance, because it's much harder for you. It's going to be much harder. You need a lot of more power from your legs, and usually you don't have as a beginner. Now the second thing that is important to focus here is to understand that the non-dominant, the dominant hand here, I mean, is the left hand. So when you hit backhands, the left hand, if you are right-handed of course, this left hand is the hand that does all the power, and basically it's like a forehand with this hand. I used to say like that. Of course, now I do a much more flatter backhand. So basically, sometimes I just play and I stay. It's a much more flat movement. My ball, the goal is just to cross and to play the ball fast to the other side to change directions. But for you as a beginner, if you are learning, it's way easier to understand this hand and this movement like a normal forehand, where you can even brush the ball. And later, when you get better, when you know how to move better, you can change a bit and you can actually just do this and block more balls and change directions way quicker. So in the beginning, understand that this is like a forehand. You can work even this hand alone. Like even if you have a wall, for example, you can just do exercises like this, okay? Or just feed the ball, and you can do either this movement or either this. And before I say this, I want to focus on this part now also, because with my experience, I noticed that I used to start like that, and my players had also success with this, but since I study tennis and I apply many other methodologies to see which one works faster and best, I noticed that this option of rotating your shoulders and keeping your racket close to your chest here, your forearm close to your abdomen here, it's way easier, it's way more simpler, I mean, and you have success faster. So basically what I recommend is to do the split step here. You can already have the backhand grip, and then do this step to the side instead of doing this. Okay, so you do split step, this step to the side, and when you do this step, power is here, you just rotate your shoulders here, okay? And this is like a camera pointing to the other side. Easy, and you don't need to do this in the beginning, just rotate your shoulders here is the easiest way, and then you can just do two, you play, and you finish. And imagine the camera is recording in the end with your elbows up, not here, and also this, imagine this is the camera of the racket, not pointing to the ceiling or to the sky, pointing to the camera, to the other side. So again, 1, 2, play, and stay. And the footwork is the same as in the forehand, as I always explain. So split step, second progression can be 1 here, 2, double step, play, and stay, okay, in this position here, and then you can do the final, where you can actually, as a consequence, you can go and fall, and then you recover, 1, 2, split step. This is the basic, this is the foundation for a good forehand. Then you need to run, stop, play, and recover to the side, which you do 1 here, you run, you stop, play, and then you play the shot, you fall, and then you recover, 1, 2, split step. And if you already know how to do this there in the forehand, here is way simpler, it's just the same thing. The grip is just that, you don't have many things to focus. What you need to focus is when you do this position, the first position, you need to keep the racket on this side, not here, because here you're going to lose power, you don't have any power here, it's going to be much more difficult. So you always need to focus on keeping your hand, your racket and hands on this side of the court, okay, and then you play. And then you need to understand, once you get better, you have many options to hit backhands. For example, let's say the ball is too fast, too deep. You don't need to just go there. If you want to brush a little bit more the ball, you can just open immediately with the head of the racket facing down, and then you play, okay? And you're gonna brush more, and you can even do this and play a little bit more flat, but you go here also. And then if you have more time, you can also do this if you want, okay? So these are things that you decide later. The most important thing is the way you move to the ball, to run, to stop, to play, to finish, and also to understand that this hand is the hand that does the power. You can even go with some fingers up. For example, hold it here, one finger here, these 3 fingers up, and then you play, then 2, then 1. This is really important to start to get the feeling. And one exercise I like the most is to just do this feeling. Imagine someone is here feeding the ball to me, just do this to his hand, and when you do this motion slow and someone is here catching the ball, you start to get this feeling to brush a little bit more the ball, because in the beginning I really recommend to do a little bit of brushing, even if in the future you want to play more flat if you reach this level. So in the beginning what you want is to be consistent, to control as much as possible, to play as many times as possible the ball cross court, high over the net, and to don't try to change directions a lot, because in your backhand most probably gonna miss more in the beginning. So every time they play cross court to you, just limit yourself to play cross court back, try to open a little bit the angle if you can, and then you go with the forehand in the next shot, and then you can change directions after that. But just play simple, just do basic things, and again remember, this is really important to focus when you finish here, with distance between your arms and your body, not here, not too close, not this as I mentioned. These are the basics for your backhand. I don't think the backhand is that difficult. Another thing that you always ask, and many of you ask, is what about high balls? And as I said in the previous video, if the ball is high, you can even do 2 or 3 laps around the court, and then you just play and destroy with your forehand. If you want to use backhand because you are not confident in your forehand, what I recommend is to actually work on your forehand more, because forehand is the shot that will make the difference on your game. And if you really want to do backhand, or if you are super confident and you actually want to enjoy this shot, you can just move forward and use this footwork here, okay? Or instead of this, instead of hitting the ball when the ball is bouncing up and doing this, you can even do another shot that we use a lot, that is this. The ball is here, you jump and then you go, okay? And when you jump, then you hit and this hand goes back, okay? And important here is to keep your elbows up. I can try to show you one more. So basically when you do this shot, the ball is going and you always keep your elbows up. This is another shot you enjoy. I actually enjoy this shot a lot, but of course if you just go around and you destroy with your forehand, it's way better. Let me know if I missed something here, if you'd like me to cover something more about the backhand. I think backhand actually is not so difficult. Just about footwork, just about preparing earlier, rotating your shoulders here, this power, and then going against the ball, okay, not the ball coming against you. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know, as I said, if you have any questions, and I'll see you in the next video.